Hey guys, welcome to Launch Sequence, a new series by 11x spotlighting all the new features we're shipping, why it matters, and how you, as our customers, can benefit as you look at automating your GTM processes. As we all know, cold email has become a commodity, and most of it sucks. The hardest part of outbound isn't sending emails, it's knowing who to reach and why now. Everyone has job titles and company sizes data, but very few teams will have real-time context on what their buyers actually care about. That's what Alice Live Web Search is built for. Alice Live Web Search lets you build audiences based on anything happening on the web. It's not just what's in a static database, but real signals happening right now. Instead of guessing who might care, you can target people the moment they show intent. So let's show how this works. I'm going to go ahead and put a pretty hyper-specific description here of my ideal customer profile. Here we're putting engineering leaders at companies with this number of employees that have posted about building and releasing AI products and external documentation within the last 6 months. And I'm going to go ahead and click go. Now what's happening here is Alice is taking my prompt and breaking it down into criteria buckets. You'll see here the 3 that pop up based on the prompt I put. You have the option, if it's too narrow, to edit, and you can loosen the limiting criteria without having to start over. Once you define your audience, Alice will build it out using 400 million plus verified B2B contacts combined with live web search and verification. On the right here, she's confirming who these prospects are right now, and that's how you'll get a true high intent audience. You also have audience criteria matched here. You'll also be able to find the links to the sources where it found that data, so you'll have full confidence in the matches being made. We can move on to our next step. Once you've found those specific leads, Alice will begin doing deep research on the prospect and company out of the box, looking for news events, recent posts, etc. You can guide her to look for specific things right here. So for example, I can say to look out for earnings reports and product launches. And I'm going to go ahead and click apply. Alice's job here is to find a pain point or priority your team can solve, and she'll use that research she gathers to write hyper-personalized messages with real context that feels intentional. Now, legacy tools are going to be stopping at basic data and generic sequences. That's how you'll blend into inbox noise. 11x is different in the sense that you're sending messages that feel like mini proposals. The messaging is also completely personalized and can be configured to be in your company's tone and brand voice. One of the biggest unlocks here is going to be iteration at scale. Instead of waiting months to test a campaign, you can double down on what works, pause on what doesn't, and spin up lookalikes instantly. Outbound isn't dead, generic outbound is. Alice Live Web Search helps you turn outbound into a repeatable system that's built on real intent. If you want to see the signals that identify your highest value prospects, let Alice find them in minutes. You can book a demo to try Live Web Search inside 11x in the comments below. Thanks for tuning into our first episode, and I look forward to seeing you guys for our next one.